The primitive man Pickle actually became an alligator hunter. Barehanded, he effortlessly hunted a dinosaur-sized giant crocodile. Then, he directly dragged the 2.5-ton heavy crocodile back to his nest in the sewer. Since the end of last year, the carp in the river began to disappear suddenly. The carp that were once everywhere in these waters were all gone. That night, a man named D caught a big fish, and this big fish actually pulled the boat forward rapidly. But in the end, the fishing line couldn't withstand the tension and broke. However, just as the man was about to stand up to check, unexpectedly, this big fish surfaced on its own. When he was found the next day, the entire boat was destroyed, and the man was nowhere to be seen. Soon, this incident quickly made the news. No one knew what had happened the night before, but just as the reporter was doing the news report, a huge creature suddenly emerged behind him. However, because his earphones were disturbed by noise, the reporter had no idea what was happening behind him. When he turned around, a shocking scene appeared. The primitive man Pickle actually appeared on the back of the crocodile. At that moment, he was tightly strangling the crocodile's neck. After a while, Pickle carried the crocodile's tail and returned to the shore. It turned out that since Pickle escaped from the laboratory, he had been living in the sewer. Pickle dragged the giant crocodile by its tail and pulled it onto the shore. The crocodile's flailing limbs were still struggling, but for Pickle, this crocodile was just a slightly smaller dinosaur. For the convenience of eating, this prey was dragged back to his nest by him. But because the entrance to the sewer was really too small, Pickle directly forced it into the sewer. Pickle's appearance pushed the incident to the top of the trending searches, but the next second, the TV was split in two by Musashi with a single slash. At this moment, he was a bit puzzled. He clearly struck the opponent, but the result was that the opponent suddenly disappeared. Although Tokugawa explained for a long time, Musashi didn't understand, because the only thing that interested him was Pickle on the TV. Facing Musashi Miyamoto's question, Tokugawa told him, "The person on TV is Pickle. He feeds on